Hey guys, welcome back to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker! We just got back from the ER room after all the laughing fits we had between this last part and this one. So now we're going up the Multi-Vator Mayhem, where, once again, it's time for Toad to multiply!
Oh no, double cherries.
Nah.
Yep, they're back. And if I'm not mistaken, between the Switch and the 3DS versions, I do believe the double cherry was changed somewhat.
How so?
How so?
Because the 3DS cannot handle as many Toad models as the Wii U and the Switch do. So I think they made it so that you could only have like 2 Toads out in a time, and they changed the challenge requirements as a result.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I see.
If Matt were here, he would probably give us a better idea of that, because, well, he's the only one out of all of us that has the 3DS version of Captain Toad.
Right.
You know what? What they should do is they should still try to have like more than 2, but to make up for it, all of the Toad clones look like Toad from Mario Party 1.
Wow, that's freaky, I guess. So yeah, funny thing is, you can actually play through most of this level without even multiplying yet.
What's up, Seely?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I heard someone say. I thought I heard say someone something.
You
I
can't.
like you feeling the sensation,
Wait, what did you
sensation on my
think?
back.
I thought I
What
heard
do
a
you think
voice.
you heard?
I heard a female voice. That is what I
It's
thought.
probably Jordan for all we know, because yeah, she's still here.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Oh,
Are we gonna have to
set up an investigation here?
no.
Post-recording, point out whoever said what.
No, I don't think it was. Now let's not do that. Anyway,
Hey,
so
Or maybe you could have just one of the guys pretending to be Houdini.
it could have been.
So anyway,
So
yeah, we could have gotten to start right then and there, but now we're actually going to start exploring the level and start multiplying.
get them gems.
Honestly,
Yep.
you say it's one of the girls, you say it's one of the guys. How do we know it's not that devil damn ghost from earlier?
That goes with me, you idiot.
Oh,
That would explain why I felt an odd pinching sensation in the back of my neck.
so overall, I feel like
So I can't do a secret agent sleeper technique. So what?
So overall, I feel like what they're providing for the value, I think this game does have a lot to it. It definitely is not your typical Mario game in general, and
It's not trying to be.
do you think they would make? Do you think there is any potential for this to again continue being like a series or something?
I mean, I'd like to see it, but I'm not going to say like I'm in any real rush for them to make a sequel. I would honestly rather see them actually make like, kind of in a similar vein to Captain Toad and well, how it ended up being Treasure Tracker was here. Maybe take some of the bonus stuff from Odyssey and make that its own little side game.
Yeah.
Well, what can
And
you really take
I'd
from
love to
Odyssey
explain what I mean,
that?
and I'd love to explain what I mean by that, but that would just be us going into spoiler territory, so I won't say it.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, I think I know what you mean by that, and yeah, we should probably keep that hush-hush.
Yeah, and honestly, well, I'll say this much: they could make 2 side games if they wanted to, considering what they actually offered.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, oh god, for a moment I thought that one poor Toad was gonna get crushed.
Oh.
So any of what you've been seeing, anything about this been like striking you as interesting, Jordy?
I mean, it's cute. I just don't know if it's my kind of game.
Do you like puzzlers?
I don't know if I like this kind of puzzler.
Ooh, back to Willy Wonka's.
That's fair. And to be fair, we're in a new chapter now, which means more mini-games!
And how about you?
Yay.
And how about you, Seely? Would you ever consider looking into this game?
Yes, I would actually.
Okay.
If I had the money.
I
It's
know.
the ones.
It's only $40.
It is cheap considering it is cheap compared to other games, but there's too many other games coming out that we're saving up for too.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see. There's Mega Man 11, Starlink, Mario,
Oh, yeah.
Super
Oh, yeah.
Mario Party.
Oh yeah, as of
I
And
just
in my-
remembered I have to do that thing.
yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
do that
like-
still, so you can have the money.
So yeah, like
Yep.
in addition to what James mentioned, Smash Ultimate goes without saying. In
Oh,
my
No,
yeah.
it's not prostitution, people.
Oh yeah, flip panel, Footpath. This level is actually really short.
How do we?
I already like this music.
Oh,
This is nice music.
A little eerie
you-
for my taste, but what were you
Kind
saying, Hype?
I did want to mention like a few other games that I'm personally trying to save up for. The Switch version of the Insane Trilogy, because I still want to try that all out for myself, in spite of whatever changes.
I'm not surprised you haven't got that by now.
I've been meaning to. I don't have the money, man.
The money.
We've got to have money!
And I will admit right here, I actually did pull off a stupid because I should have turned on the other switch too.
Oh, also, as of recording this, Capcom finally announced that after everyone being allowed the demo now, I guess if you prove you have the demo or something, you can now get some E-tanks into... It was kind of pointless, but it was just also kind of fun at the same time.
Free E-tanks. I mean, honestly, who's going to scoff at free E-tanks?
I mean, if the rest of the game is going to be that hard,
does that carry over into the full game or just the demo?
The full game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bust block man challenge was for the sake of getting some neat extras. If enough people actually do it and retweet and tweet it.
So now, if you've done that and can prove it or do something, they'll have some connectivity, I think. But
it's mostly if you actually played the demo. Then I think the main game will read the save data.
Ah, okay. Also,
it's a pretty standard procedure, which is honestly pretty neat.
Cannons.
So yeah, there's too many blocks in this level, and we gotta do some cleanup duty.
Charge!
Assuming I can actually work this crank worth a damn.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out, and I got a freaking plan for all of it.
Again.
You know what?
So,
we kind of have a Bowser's Clown Car situation. How is this cannon able to fit both Toad and the limitless supply of turnips it's shooting out?
Portals. Think with them.
Hammer space.
That too.
Yeah, Hammerspace is the most likely option. Portals, well, to be fair, Andros stole that stuff first.
Yeah, but Mario's had portals in it before. Luigi showed it off.
Oh yeah, right, in Dark Moon.
There you go.
Yay!
In fact, I think actually, now that I think about it, Dark Moon's, I think is the only really blatant example of when the Mario series used portals as a gimmick.
Man, just
to my knowledge,
Nintendo. Yeah. Nintendo, port the portal to port the Switch.
Port portal to the Switch.
Yeah,
I want.
I appreciate that.
Dark Moon. I would not turn down a Switch version of Dark Moon, or the original Luigi's Mansion for that matter. In fact, that's what we should have got, but I digress.
Mm-hmm. But hey, you get greener
Luigi. Can I
Luigi.
actually bring up something? That actually reminds me. Can I bring up something real quick?
Sure.
What's up?
I will say this much. Over time, like the whole thing of the 3DS still getting all these games, it really gave me time to think that. Oh, cute. Oh yeah, by the way, don't pay no mind to that block that's way up over there. But the only reason why I'm really a little miffed that some of these games are still coming out on the 3DS is not even so much the fact of the 3DS itself. It's just more so the matter that I don't have the means to record off of the 3DS.
I know.
Which I guess
that's
and
a
there's
big
certain games on
problem.
there I would still love to. Well,
all I was gonna say is that.
Go ahead. Thank you. What I was going to say is that, I mean, if I had the chance to, there's like several 3DS games I would still love to record, like A Link Between Worlds, 3D Land if I had to, freaking Kid Icarus Uprising, that'd be nice.
Yeah, not
And,
like the weird way I did it. Samus Returns.
Yeah, Samus Returns, Star Fox 64 3D. Well, I mean, I guess that would be kind of redundant considering we've already done the other 64, but honestly, that would have been the version I would have recorded if I had the means to. It's just, that's really my only reason. That's like the only reason why I am ever so miffed that these games, like the Luigi's Mansion remake, for example, are still getting like ports or remakes or whatever on the 3DS. It's just because it's not the fact that they're there in the first place. I mean, it's just I can't record them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have really cared.
Honestly, I think the only reason I would forgive the original Luigi's Mansion on 3DS is because, to be fair, like, I'm not sure if this is really common knowledge at this point, but the mansions were originally designed with 3D in mind, because that was originally a thing that the GameCube was going to have, but it just never happened. I guess this port is just their way of finally making that come to light.
Actually, if I'm not... That is true, though. If I'm not mistaken, I forget if, like nowadays, Nintendo's actually stopped putting 3D into their 3DS games altogether. Let me actually check on that really quick if that's also the same case for Luigi's Mansion.
Okay. Seeing this Russian style building just reminds me that I'm really looking forward to Tetris Effect still.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll be cool.
Whenever that comes out.
And okay, after checking it, yeah, Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS will have 3D in it, so there's that. So you're right there.
I'm debating. I'm not that good at Rondo of Blood, but I'm super debating if I should get the big, like, Golden Realm. We're going to Link to the Past? Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Well, well, well.
They're saying Link to the Past.
Look what we have here. Anyway, what were you saying, Logan?
I'm not that good at Rondo
Molten
Blood, but
gold.
I'm not that good at Rondo Blood, but I am debating whether or not I should get the PS4 version of Symphony of the Night.
Oh yeah, the Castlevania Requiem that just...
Look at that.
I mean, honestly, I would say why not, because both of those games are still relatively
Whoa,
solid.
hello.
It's
man,
just...
that's shiny.
If there's a game I'm actually rather miffed that's not getting a Switch version as of yet, it's that one.
Well, considering all that Nintendo's already done for them so far, freaking Konami.
Yes, all the representation that Castlevania is getting in Ultimate speaks volumes of how much the company's willing to support it. And yet Konami's just gonna say, looks the other way and just ask Sony to help them out with making a Castlevania collection.
Well, that's the thing, it's also like, ow, jeez. It's also like outright like, they didn't have to put Richter in, but Konami's like, could you please put Richter in? It's like, alright, cool. Cool, we're gonna now put all of Richter's main games.
It made me so happy. But yeah, no, like, let it be known though, I'm not saying as though like it shouldn't be on the PS4. No, I would never wish on that on any game, well, any third-party game in general. If you're gonna put like make it multi-platform, that's perfectly fine. It's just that, you know, it's just the fact that right now it's only Sony exclusive. It's just, I don't know. We're kind of coming to a point where the PS4 is kind of like, I don't know. There's only certain games I'd forgive it being like exclusive, but otherwise, it just feels wrong.
At least limited exclusive.
So I forgot to ask. Ask: is it going to be a like HD remaster or just a port of the PSP?
It's an
version?
HD. They're claiming it to be like an HD port up.
Oh,
Now I don't think. Cool. Now I'm not sure if it's going to be like a simple emulation thing or if they're actually like recreating it from like the ground up or whatever. Kind of like how Kingdom Hearts did for the PS3, PS4 collections or what. Mm-hmm. Just all I know is that they will be in HD. That's about all I know.
That does sound cool. Because at some point I do want to do Symphony of the Night at some point.
It'd be nice.
Not again.
Ah! Why does that get me every time?
Because it just looks that painful.
Sorry, no bling will save you today.
Oh, shucks. And I really do feel bad for talking over this guy. It's just that, well, it's just Dragodon made out of gold.
Yeah.
But goddamn, does it look shiny.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Shiny.
The textures are so
Look at all this
nice.
fat loot I'm gonna show to Toadette! Assuming I find her.
Roll the town.
And the funny thing is we're actually only at the halfway point of the video.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
jeez.
Oh no.
We got a ways.
Not even halfway yet.
Yep.
Oh, God. I just realized this is going to. Is this chapter?
Is a half-hour
is
part.
is this chapter going to take three parts?
It's gonna take 3 parts to finish.
There's so much.
I told you guys this is the longest chapter in the game.
You weren't kidding.
At least you get your money's worth. Because bear in mind, we're not even showing off the bonus challenges, the hide and go seek
Toadette,
Toads
for
that
some
outright.
reason.
Yeah, well, yeah. We finished Toad's chapter. It goes like Toad, Toadette, Toad, Toadette, Toad, and then yeah.
Oh right.
Pretty much.
I don't know why I forgot.
I think you should turn off that light, otherwise he's totally seeing you.
He's totally
Now
checking
she's-
you out.
Now he see me? No, now he don't.
Well, he would have.
It's our secret of survival in a very nasty world.
Actually, just
that from?
real quick, you make that joke, Jordan, but now I just imagine like a Shy Guy does see like Toadette walk by and be like, "Meow, meow."
No, he'd do that to Peach Head.
Aw.
But yeah, if it's not immediately obvious, the challenge here is to evade through all the Shy Guys, much like that one stage in episode 1.
Ah.
And it's a good thing that I have Joy-Cons that are working for a change.
Yeah.
Not unlike last time, where like,
Whoop.
I just let go of the controller, and then Captain Toads walks a certain way out of my control. Seriously, I hate that shit.
Real quick, the little backpack spinny thing, can Toadette do that too?
Yes. Toadette, by and large, plays absolutely no differently than Captain Toad. It's just a cosmetic change.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, for the sake of this game, is perfectly fine. It's, like, especially considering the fact that, well, like, you don't actually choose between Captain Toad and Toadette. They all have their individual stages.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really change anything in the long run, so it's harmless.
Yay.
By the way, you run out of vegetables? No problem. Just throw a key at him instead.
Nice.
Yeah, just like in Mario 2.
Unlike that being said, there will be no Phantos chasing after us.
Wouldn't
Thank
that be a
goodness.
gimmick to add in?
That would suck. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was going to do here. I'm going to wait for the perfect moment, and then I shall strike with my vegetable.
Not the
She
vegetable.
waits in the shadows, awaiting her prey to intercept.
Upsy daisy!
And then the
Ah, shit.
Never
What
mind.
was that? Wouldn't that have been would have been the perfect giveaway that I was there?
Hey, Seely.
Yes.
She's a wolf in mouse clothing.
Ah!
The silent howl
what?
in the street. Ah!
That sounds
The
familiar.
mouse goes to quit. The mouse goes to quit. Takes the mouse goes to house. Takes kind of. Ah!
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 No, but, no jokes. Would you mind reminding me what that's from?
It's this meme where there's like some
I'll find the video,
it was
hang on.
We're not gonna put it in the thing, but you can look it up. It's just wolf and
Yeah.
mouse. It was supposed to be some national discovery something or whatever, where it's like it's a mouse that can actually whistle. It's like kind of like a whistling howl into the night. It like goes like
Oh yeah, and the real video that's not dubbed over, it sounds really creepy.
because like imagine in the middle of the night you hear this whistling howl, but someone dubbed it over with like the screams from the guy from Full Metal Jacket going, "It's a war face." So you see this little mouse and it just goes, ah!
I don't know why. Now it just.
Whoa, guys.
Oh, guys. This is easily the best level in the game, the Razzle-Dazzle Slider.
Oh, this is your favorite stage, yeah. Wait,
For one reason and one reason only.
Pinball.
gambling.
I can break it like this.
What?
Wow.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it?
Yep. Thank you, pointer controls.
Now,
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
Okay, Seely, just for you, I'll play it again.
We're gonna show it off.
Because I did miss out on the gems doing that.
Okay.
Good.
All right,
In
back
all
to you.
seriousness, I was posting that video, so I wasn't looking.
Basically, the goal is you're supposed to land on those 5 keys at the bottom, Seely, but you can interact with them easily with the touch screen anyway.
Ah, I love the good old memories.
So you're supposed to go.
3D world.
So yeah, so the idea is that you're supposed to try and do this like 5 times, or you can just touch them all. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying, Hype?
I was just saying, just going back to earlier, you guys were talking about like wolves and whatnot. For some reason, while I was lost in whatever reference you guys were making, now I just had like a random one in my head with Toad is like, what can I say? I was raised by wolves.
Yeah, when the video's over, Steve, I posted the link.
I'm sorry, I agree. Hoodwink has such like underrated moments in it.
Definitely.
Sure, rickshaw, I'm in from Japan.
Careful.
I think that movie's on Netflix, so...
Is it
It
nice?
is. I remember
I don't
because
know
that's
how-
how me and Pi were able to watch it last night.
I don't know how good the sequel was, but I also love.
I heard
love
that the sequel. From what I heard, the sequel is in one of those instances where it's like the original directors for it, who also did the first film, they said that it ended up being completely different from what they originally wanted it to.
Oh, so it ended up being horrible.
Yeah.
It
So
was your
the-
typical Disney sequel schlock. Ah, shit.
It was one of those
Another
they
one
should
of
have.
these.
It was one of those they should have quit while they were ahead, kind of like.
I think it was
things,
more so a matter of someone came
mummy
in,
me.
kicked them out, and mucked it up.
My favorite part, I don't know, one of my favorite moments is, oh boy,
And now it's time for Captain Toad to do the Mummy Me maze.
one of my favorite moment. Well, that's a good start.
Oh,
One of my favorite, oh gosh,
That
a
didn't
lot of
work
them.
out.
One of my favorite moments was also, if you want to know how to break this, just kind of do what I learned from Nintendo Capri Sun when you're dealing with the Galactic Marios, which is that an actually good way to break this is to at some point do little slow walks to like, because they're gonna have to mimic the slow walking, which will buy you some time to get ahead of them. And or
Really?
zigzag as James shows. Cause
Well,
they
yeah,
can't turn.
zigzagging is the only one I know, but I didn't think the slow walking would actually have really helped in the long run.
I know.
Like,
I
how
know.
does he do it? Like, does he do it like, what sort of spurts does he do them in? Does he do like long taps or like really short taps? Oh, well, fine.
He does short tabs, and he would do them like in a line. Like I could
We still keep the coins.
like I can find you a clip of it,
That's
but
good.
I just remember in Galaxy 2 in particular, he was showing how to use that to break the giant like galactic Mario trains you start having. Anyway, what was I saying before that? We were talking about...
Your favorite
yeah,
part of Hoodwinked?
One of them, because I have several, was the one where he's having that whole venting rant, like, as he's chopping down the tree, and just... They didn't have to, but they decided to anyway. Cut and show that mother just like, oh, okay, come on, Billy. We don't have to
Yeah, I
see
love
this.
that. Pause,
He's lost his mind.
And they just like, go on, move along. I think one
Okay,
that I
don't
love
stare.
is when the wolf and Twitchy were in the cave. And at one point, like, Twitchy's like babbling because he found the ladder. He's like,
What's it? What's Willie?
as God is my witness, he will learn to speak.
It's great. Patrick Warburton did a great job with that.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sure he did.
Did any of the voice actors return for the sequel?
I know Warburton did. I want to
should.
say Glenn Close did. Glenn Close was the grandma. I think David Ogden Stiers did as well. And that side reminder, yeah, he used to be in that. And I think Twitchy was the same actor. He didn't sound the same from the one clip I saw, though.
Okay.
Hathaway didn't return as Red.
Nope, and neither did John. It was John or Jim. One of the Belushi's did not return as the Huntsman.
Aw, that sucks.
Easy.
In their places, though, they got Hayden Panettiere as Red and Martin Short as the Huntsman.
Oh, cool. Those guys are good.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
too
I like
bad.
Martin Short.
And I like Hayden Panettiere.
Tap.
I know Glee likes Martin Short.
Make sure you tap before you hit A, please. There you go. Well, I mean, just in general. I saw it already, but
There you
I
go.
made that mistake once. Just,
Yay.
yay, cannon! Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Spontaneous misfire.
Oh, I need 4 total. Ah, whatever. Yeah.
Actually,
just
now that kind of a random thought just popped in my head during that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Spooky train.
The Fright
I-
Train.
For the sake of getting 100% completion, I hate this fucking level.
What? How do you beat this level?
You need to have that charge and chuck follow you throughout most of it.
Oh, because there's like a saying that like, is there a gem that has to break through, or a golden mushroom?
That's part of it. Another part is that the challenge here is to defeat all the mud zombie thingies, whatever they're called.
There you are.
But we're not going to worry about the mud zombie thingies. We're just going to worry about getting the gems.
The gems,
and well,
yeah.
bye bye.
Yep. Oh, careful.
Wait.
Like that's the thing you have to worry about. You don't want the charging truck to accidentally walk off the edge.
Yes, because
Is the
unfortunately,
charging chuck also required to get one of the gems?
yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, owl friend.
Yay.
See, using the environment to your advantage.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, that would have been awkward if the chuck had the common sense to actually go through the entrance.
He just kind of sidles in. Evening.
Good thing he just goes into straight. Oh God, now that would have been an interesting little.
Oh, I think we got enough
there.
I think we got enough points for now.
Here's Chucky.
Charlie.
Hey, you see you later.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Yes.
Wanna play?
Good
Yes,
evening.
yes, Logan?
Good evening.
Sorry. It's almost
trying to do- I was
Halloween.
trying to
I
do
had
the-
to get it out.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were actually not too far from October. I just remembered.
I was trying to do that thing for Celia, like, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Also, yay, that means that by the time this goes up, also that means by the time October comes around, American McGee Alice can go out, just in time to be somewhat relevant.
Da-da-da-da.
Yep.
You know, in hindsight, I really should have left that charge and chuck alive so I could pull the switch
a
right off
second.
from under him.
Or get the star right away.
No, the star is guarded by a
Thank you, Blurts.
Or actually, no wait, yeah, you're
Hey,
right.
you could have fallen right off.
Fuck me, you're right. I should have done that. What was I thinking?
Well, you get to see this. You get to pull the train whistle and get a 1-up.
Hey, Blue Toad.
That's a very good point. Toot toot.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I possess this train. I'm a ghost. I've been a ghost ever since that bastard Captain Toad left me behind in that prairie town.
Jeez, that was
Just
like a
locked up in that winery.
I can actually do the voice. I just need to warm up first.
Jeez, that was like a freaking Zawarudo moment just then. Where like they were about to fall, but then you froze them in time long enough for the mudmen to come right
Yeah.
underneath them, and boom. Also, why aren't they
Yeah.
dying?
Because I wasn't high enough.
This is gonna take a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Owl friends. Oh no, they're
And
just...
unfortunately, the lamp is only a temporary solution. The mud zombie thingies will eventually respawn unless
There.
you actually kill them.
Okay.
Okay, we all good? Mm-hmm. What am I doing?
What are you doing?
What was I doing?
What are you doing?
I think
I
you're
don't
trying
know.
Maybe you're trying to get that last one. Whatever. We got the last one.
I shouldn't have even cared, because that's the funny thing. When letting go of those locks, I don't think that kills off the mud troopers. That's what they're called.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Magic Koopa Keep.
Okay, the no sleep.
Why
the
did
Magic
I read
Koopa-
that as Magikarp Keep?
Magikarp.
Garp. Boy, would that have been on a much more pathetic level, but no. Throughout this entire tower, we will be chased by a Magic Koopa, which, believe it or not, if you know exactly what to do, you can actually kill him off early and go through the rest of the level as if it were nothing.
But it's tricky. You have to use the ammo properly or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Whatever ammo you get, and actually you do also find a key like in one of these floors, so you can actually use that to prematurely kill him. But there is also the matter that he will spawn in different spots. I did actually have it happen to me like in my initial playthrough for the Switch version, where I did kill him off early.
That's the issue. That he
it
always.
was so funny.
Well, that's the issue. He always appears a little bit too above you, so he always appears like too high above you, so you can't actually hit him with a turnip.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to step out. The
Okay.
Magic Koopas just keeps on annoying him. But whatever the case, yeah. He'll be
We
with us
must
for the next
continue
part.
on without him! Continue
Yep.
on in memory of Steve!
Goodbye, Steve.
And I'll see you later. I'm joking. I'm
Don't do
joking.
that to us now, Jordy.
Careful, careful, careful.
You two aren't even a couple no more. Oops.
Oh yeah, we never did. I think it's okay to let it out now. Yes, Steve and I aren't together anymore, but we are still good friends, and we do love each other that way.
Well, hey, you're better. You're definitely better than most other couples I know.
Yep, that's true.
True.
Thanks.
Careful, careful,
No problem.
careful.
I mean, who's to say that you guys might not just retie the knot sooner or later?
I don't know about that. I'd rather just stay friends, honestly.
We should,
but
yeah, we should.
That's
talk
for
about-
another day.
We should talk
Fair
about
enough.
other things for now and debate about that
And
later.
then watch it, and then watch as Steve strangles me after he watches his back on playback.
It just
I was gonna
I
say.
can
It just
let
came
him
up.
know.
okay. It just came up, but we're gonna move on to different subjects.
Like those.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you actually paralyze an enemy for long enough, you do steal a coin from them
Oh, that's cute.
for whatever that's worth.
You stole their only allowance.
Aw, wow, that's kind of sad in hindsight.
You kept
Waco
one
doesn't pay
coin.
them much at all.
Well, yeah, he's a greedy guy.
Yeah, and the Piranha Pants are like,
Yeah, I like working for Bowser better.
Again, they could have worked for Bowser, but Nintendo didn't give a rip.
yeah, it's just, I mean, again, I think the only reason why they decided not to use Bowser in this game is because, well, he would have completely wrecked Captain Toad and Toadette.
Well, then that's the idea, is that it could have used this to show that they have to outsmart Bowser instead.
Yeah, that is a very good point. That is a very, very good point. I mean, maybe save that for sequel fodder.
Oh,
But then
jeez.
what would Bowser be doing?
I don't know, doing what he did in 3D World, which the idea is that like he's not actually directly attacking you, he's just affecting the level and moving about with you or something like that.
Yeah.
True. I mean,
It
then again,
I'm
who's to
just
say that
saying,
Mario and Peach wouldn't be on the scene to stop him?
outright, and Matt, oh, maybe they're off doing something else. Maybe they're too busy.
Or maybe they were all
Three?
kidnapped.
Ow.
Oh shit!
There.
Cannon time.
One.
And don't worry, so long as you're in the cannon, there are shots won't hurt you.
Okay,
And
that's good.
But also, I was thinking, like, if not that, also, like, imagine, like, one of these diorama levels, but he's so big, he is the diorama.
Hey, you know what? They could actually bring the whole Ganon boss fight full circle.
Mm-hmm.
That'd actually be really cool. I'd love to see that.
Me too. Make Galaxy 2's boss actually seem like it was worth something.
Yep. Oh, are we reunited at last?
Are
Spoilers, not really.
we? Aww.
Aww.
Because Captain Toad's running on the dragon!
Looking for Toadette.
Oh, that's neat.
Well, this is the exact same thing from Book 2 all over again, just with Gold Dragodon.
Yeah.
Yep, just, God, look at that shine.
I wonder if he'll ever come back into play later. I don't know if he's our friend right now, like, or if
He's
he's just like...
for now, he's just actually, yeah, for all it's worth, he's just an accomplice here. And I think this is the last time we actually see a Dragodon until the credits.
He's like, oh my gosh, please leave me alone, and I'll do this for you.
You want to know
I
what's kind of
promise."
funny, though, now that I just remembered it?
What?
Oh, that's right. His gold is fire breath can turn blocks into coins. So that's kind of a neat detail.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, no, I was going to say, believe it or not, Mario actually had a run-in with a Dragondawn once, in Color Splash.
Really?
Yep, they actually brought in a Dragondawn in that game.
How was that boss fight?
I don't even remember if you fight the Dragondawn.
Oh, you just see. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but,
with that said...
Yeah, that was kind of a long part, and unfortunately, it's going to get a wee bit longer for the quote-unquote finale of
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker!
I'll bring plenty of topics. Bye, everybody.
And I'll bring the Dr. Pepper.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.